faster, I'm more secure than you'll ever be. I'm faster, I'm cheap, my name is XRP. To the moon, yeah, I get everybody by surprise with my money. Everybody by surprise, XRP. Everybody by surprise, see it coming. Everybody gotta just wait and see. I get everybody by surprise with my money. Everybody by surprise, XRP. Everybody by surprise, see it coming. Everybody gotta just wait and see. Bank the unbanked, bank the unbanked, bank the unbanked now. Bank the unbanked, bank the unbanked, bank the unbanked now. I'm more secure than you'll ever be. I'm faster, I'm cheaper, my name is XRP. I'm faster, I'm more secure than you'll ever be. I'm faster, I'm cheaper, my name is XRP.
Hello everyone, let's get started. Today will be a bit special. I have no financial interests. Ich habe keine finanziellen Interessen. I don't have sponsored links on my videos. Ich habe keine gesponserten Links. I will do it bilingual, German and English. I will respond to English questions in English and to German questions in German. Ich mache es heute zweisprachig, ich versuche es. Deutsche Fragen beantworte ich auf Deutsch und englische Fragen auf Englisch. Wie geht's? Wer braucht Motivation? Who needs motivation? I'm totally relaxed. Let me check the current price. That's so funny. That's literally so funny. Did you guys see my tweet about Nobleprog? Where they... Do I still have that page open? No, I don't. But I can send the tweet in my live chat. Habt ihr meinen Tweet über Nobleprog gesehen? Diese Firma bietet 3800 Kurse an in diesem Jahr für RippleNet. This company, Nobleprog, is offering 3,800 trainings this year about RippleNet. And they started in 2017 und das seit 2017. Du bist nicht der einzige Butterfly Trader. Ich brauche auch 3 Digits. Aber ich habe mein Arbeitsrückzugslimite drastisch reduziert. Ich werde schon bei einem Drittel des Wertes, den wir ursprünglich vereinbart haben, aussteigen. I will stop working at a third of the price I initially thought I would stop working. And my wife agrees it's fine. Kubi, that's totally cool that you're relaxed. You should be. I am. I literally. I have to laugh when I see those 3% drops and then 6%. Whoa, 10%. Did you see this? Solo Genic goes solo. It's a project which is kind of like a spin-off of the Coinfield crypto exchange in Canada, and they're trying to digitize stocks, also any kind of stocks. Diese Firma Sologenic, von der ich dieses Case gewonnen habe, das ist heute geliefert worden. Das ist ein Spin-off von der kanadischen Börse Coinfield und die haben zum Ziel, Aktien zu tokenisieren. Und XRP spielt dabei auch eine Rolle, weil die Tokens für diese Aktien, die werden sie auf dem XRP Ledger als IOUs rausbringen. Und dann, also nehmen wir an, Daniel kauft Apple so tokenized Assets auf dem XRP Ledger. Und ich habe, keine Ahnung, entsprechend Amazon Aktien. Und jetzt wollen wir tauschen. Irgendwie halt zu einem vernünftigen Wechselkurs logischerweise. Also beispielsweise will ich 10% von Daniels Amazon oder was auch immer Aktien er hat. Und er kriegt einen entsprechenden Anteil von mir. Und das geht dann super schnell auf dem XRP Ledger. Imagine on this solo platform they will be issuing tokenized stock on XRP Ledger, which will make it very easy if someone, Gaurav, has Apple stock IOUs on the XRP Ledger and I have Amazon, then we can easily exchange that. And if you really want to get your money back, you can actually sell it, and it's always being backed by the real stock. It's a good project, I think, and I really hope that they will grow. I think Coinfield did have, I don't know when I checked and where I found that figure, but they had about 200,000 or 300,000 customers, maybe half a year back, which is like 1% of what Coinbase has. That's the reason why they're making so much advertising. Star XRP, ich warte keine 3 Jahre mehr, 100 Pro. Swiss Decker, sure I have Twitter. iPinky77. Star XRP, das braucht's gar nicht. 100 Millionen Transaktionen. Es gibt im Tage 2 gibt's alle 3 Sekunden eine 50 Millionen Überweisung. Alle 3 Sekunden. Das genügt locker. Grüezi nach Basel. Silvia, das ist nicht meine... Ah, die wohnt eh nicht mehr in Basel. Meine Gotti hat mal in Basel gewohnt. In Muttenz und dann in Pratteln und dann in der Stadt. Und jetzt wohnt sie in St. Gallen, in der Nähe von meiner Mutter. What's the best way to see how much fiat is going into XRP? You can't, David. It's literally impossible. I mean, the volume, the trading volume globally, we can see on those coin market cap listing sites like coin market cap and world coin listing, and there's like a dozen of others which do the same thing. However, I mean, okay, you could argue that's the money going into XRP. But there is an equal amount of money leaving XRP. And the interesting thing would be to see the net income, the net inflow, so to speak. Let's say I buy at 10 and you buy at 12 from me. So the net inflow would only be 2, because from your side 12 flow in, and from my side 10 will flow out. I cannot read that language. I'm sorry. You have to write in a German, in a language I can understand. David C. Also that I cannot answer. Best way to see ODL. Basically, I mean, this utility scan and liquidity index tools. It's an indication, but I'm pretty sure the picture they show isn't perfect. I give them like 60% credibility. They will, like utility scan, surely will miss ODLs and will report ODLs which aren't. Hallo Jan, grüezi. Hi, XRPs or rough. No questions really. Is everyone happy? Why do I do a live stream? I mean, think about that tweet I sent earlier. That I will send it again, this one. With this company who is offering since late 2017 training all around the world. And I knew that they're offering like in, 50 countries worldwide training. And today for stupid reasons, I actually saw on the search form on their website that they're offering 3,800 trainings all around the world. Which company in the world would do that knowing the product will not be used in the next 3 years? Dabuo Amot, I have no clue. I don't think utility, but utility increases once price increases. That's for sure. I mean, on utility scan we have seen the the US dollar to Mexican. Actually, I could quickly check, but I don't know how it is today. Utility scan, and I will actually let me do that. I will move that over here. So then I will move that over here, and I will paste the link to the utility scanning here so that everyone knows what I'm talking about. So US dollar to Mexican peso, like hours before, we have seen payments up to 60,000 almost, which is like 3 times as high as the payments were once the price was at $19 and then 19 cents. Swiss stacker, I made a video about that, what XRP is, and I think I explain it pretty. I will make a note. You were the one who are asking me on my Twitter. DM me on Twitter and I will check those videos. And surely I have some documents as well. Tell Swiss stacker on Twitter what XRP is. Video docs. But basically I can explain it pretty simple with I made actually a document just recently on Coil. Let me check. And there I was I now remember the document's name. Why we need a bridge asset. That was the title of my, and I really recommend everyone who still has problems understanding it. So I will paste that link. Swiss stacker, I guess, genau. Basically, the summary, stream hanged, hold on. Hold on. Start. Okay, now I hope we're back. I hope you can hear me again. Thank you, Manuel. Swiss stacker. The easiest thing to understand is like that. When you go to the butcher, you don't bring him bread. You bring him money because it's neutral. With that, the butcher can buy knives, can buy whatever he needs to buy. XRP is the same thing, only XRP buys you fiat, like Swiss francs, dollars. As soon as you want to or need to sell fiat, you want something neutral to be able to go into any other fiat, and that's exactly the main purpose of a bridge. It's like over money or meta money, or I don't know how to call it. It's like money in our normal daily life, but our normal money buys us goods and services, and XRP buys you fiat. That's really simple what XRP is about. XRPs, let us know, Ruff. Ciao, Jan. XRP, peace, Raf. Um, Send me an email. I will send you my email address on messages on iPhone, and if you don't mind, I will create the coil block entry if you agree on that, doing that. Nazario Parisi, no, I don't think so. There will be any huge news. Dabu, Dabuo. I don't remember how I pronounced it. Dabuo. I'm sorry. Maybe I have to re-listen to my own video then. Fly XRP, well, das glaube ich, ja, dass die für ODL relevanten Regeln, die sollten eigentlich durch sein. Das glaube ich ganz stark. Star XRP, welche Infrastruktur ist nicht vollständig? Ist alles da, funktioniert perfekt. Das Einzige, was fehlt, sind Market Makers in allen Currencies, in allen Währungen. Aber ob die tatsächlich fehlen oder einfach noch nicht aktiv sind, das wissen wir nicht. Jura Pili Puke. I literally have no clue where and how, and I just think the end result will be freaking high. I mean, all-time high will be all be laughing about, like the previous all-time high. But how it's gonna get there, I don't know. Lakeside Crypto, no, I don't know too much about. Well, Stellar is kind of like the twin of XRP. Few things are different, but I'd say the core technology is rather similar to XRP. But Stellar has like nothing compared with XRP regarding the ecosystem. Gio, I think you misunderstood. I think rough XRPs meant to express that 4 digits is a joke, that it will be even higher at 5 digits. I think that's what he wanted to express. Well, David C, I answered that already many times. I think it's literally just liquidity. And I'm still a strong believer in the Shane Ellis theory. Great XRPs. Can you send recordings on messages? Honestly, I don't know. I never did that, but I think you can. Go for it. In time travel, well, I could imagine that it's possible, but not by today's knowledge about physics. Because today's knowledge about physics, every time I think about time travel, I run into paradox, which cannot be resolved, which basically would resolve in parallel universes, and this I literally have hard time to believe, because each time travel would create a parallel universe, and that's something I cannot follow with my mind. But maybe it works like that. Swiss Decker, actually in the past 2 weeks I think XRP was one of the few coins who, okay, today dropped more but also gained way more than Bitcoin and any other coin, or almost any other coin. Well, David, see those 49k ODLs. As I said, I mean, first, don't trust those utility scan ODL transactions 100%. I give them like 60% credibility, which is not really that much. And as of now, because those transactions happen like every 10 minutes, the volume is just not there. So if they would go like, I mean, those 49k payments are like batched payments, like 51k payments in one go or something like that, or maybe 100, $500 or whatever payments. If we would see 50k, like 200 of these or 100 of these every second, then it would have an effect. Even those small or low value payments, but as long as it's just every 10 minutes or so, that won't change nothing. That's what I always said. I mean, MoneyGram, all those remittance companies will bring us literally nowhere. I'm looking forward to it. Rough. Dabu, stop listening to Bradley Kimes. He's an idiot. I'm sorry about that. Lakeside, I don't know. I mean, I could imagine really to 5 digits in one go, or like 3-4 steps to 5 digits. But where these are, 10, 50, 200, $500, or I have no clue. Literally no idea. Well, actually, Raf, it'll not be an SMS. It'll be, because you're also on an iPhone, it'll be like just a message, like free of charge. Like when I send you a hi here. Is it true that it's not necessary that XRP is the only token used to split, and that there can be any other coin instead? Well, theoretically, yes, you're a pilly puke. I think for low value payments up to, I don't know, maybe 50, as we're having now with MoneyGram, up to these 50k payments, it could be maybe even Ethereum or any other coin. But the liquidity for higher value payments will only be there for XRP. FlyXRP fragt, was es braucht, bis XRP sich von Bitcoin endgültig löst. Ja, ich denke, viel wird es nicht brauchen. Einfach eine. Also ich meine, die sind ja jetzt die letzten 2 Jahre praktisch parallel gelaufen. Aber sobald da mal von XRP-Seite aus ein Riesensprung kommt, dann wird es nachher nicht mehr parallel hochkommen. Dann also so sehe ich das. Aber das wird wahrscheinlich benötigen, dass, keine Ahnung, sich XRP irgendwie 50 oder 100% besser entwickelt wie Bitcoin. Irgend so. Peter Stadtlehner, das. Aha, du fragst nach 500 XRP. Das kommt immer darauf an, wo du stehst in deinem Leben. Wenn du irgendwie, keine Ahnung, 60 Jahre alt bist, dann langen 500 XRP 100%ig. That I'm looking forward to rough. It's the world economy. And actually, I mean, those who have read my today's post, about the TCP port. Let me put that link in here. I was being asked what the meaning could be behind registering a port for XRP. And I mean, I really don't want to hype that. But what it could mean, and that was basically what I wrote in my last paragraph in that document. Maybe it's time about to get really serious. That XRP really is the infrastructure for cross-border payments as a bridge currency. That could very, very well be the reason for that move to register this TCP port for XRP. And actually, to all, what was I talking about? Today I was talking with my wife about XRP. I don't remember what it was, but I remember that I basically explained to her something. I don't remember what it was, but it was something which obviously was kind of ready 18 months ago. Only that it didn't happen for whatever reason. Stupid, what was it? I have to ask my wife. I literally forgot. But what I was thinking about. Hold on, I need to write to my wife quickly if she can bring me coffee. So mir einen Kaffee bringen. Kuss. Damn it, what was it? I don't remember. It was something as in that tweet I made today. My interesting tweets no one really pays attention to. It's only if you write crap stuff. The Buo, yes, I think so. Well, the Buo, they do capture low value payments already now, no? So if he says before, I mean, that leaves everything open. I mean, Ripple will never tell you we'll wait 3 years until high value payments. Never. Why would they do that? Zero hope, zero hype. Did I hype? You don't wanna hype. Anyway, I mean, Swiss stock, I guess was his Swiss Stacker was his name. He was asking about an easy way to explain XRP to his wife. And then I posted that link to my blog, where I wrote why we need a bridge asset. And I mean, literally everyone in XRP knows XRP is a bridge asset. But when I asked that in my live streams, hold on. So, I'm back. When I asked that in my live stream, what's the core function of XRP? Literally, no one had the answer. Like 30 people answering, and everything was correct, but it didn't hit the core of the question. Why we actually need a bridge. And it's basically so simple. It's the same as the butcher wants to have a bridge asset when the baker buys meat at the butcher. The butcher doesn't want to have bread. He wants something neutral. And the same thing holds true when you exchange money or basically any kind of value. You do not want to be restricted to another kind of value. You want to receive something with neutral, with that you can actually go into anything else. Whatever it is, if it's stocks or other fiat or whatever. And this was a kind of, I mean, I knew it. It's a bridge asset, but literally, why? It took me now almost 2 years to understand. And 2 questions got me thinking. Why would CBDCs still require XRP? And why would XRP still be required on an exchange which offer pairs in various currencies? Why couldn't they just pay out? They receive one currency on one side and pay out the other currency on the other side. Why couldn't they just do that? Because they would need to hold nostros in that other currency to be paid out, like stuck liquidity. And that's what we want to get rid of. We want to get rid of trapped liquidity. And we want to move that liquidity into something which is neutral so that I can go into anything else of value. Yes, Kevin Patterson, at this rate moon is impossible. That's why I still believe in Shane Ellis. I mean, it cannot go otherwise. Otherwise, it'll be years. And I literally cannot believe that it's years. Everything speaks against it. Frozen. Are you still frozen? Tells me excellent connection. Bist nicht gut drauf, Teacher, I'm super drauf. 35. Könnt ihr mich hören? Can you hear me? Thumbs up. Tells me excellent connection. Good now. Okay. I mean, just to let you know, guys, I had three revelations. One was when I figured the superhighway is being built. Actually, at that moment, it was like already clear to me that XRP will put every other coin, that it would dwarf any other coin. And then, not long thereafter, was that tweet from Jack the Rippler about this training site. I mean, come on, guys. When you know your tool is not being used in the next 3 years, why would you offer so many trainings worldwide? That's literally idiotic. And like 10 days ago or so, when I had this revelation, at like, what's the core of the question, or what's the core answer of the question, why do we need a bridge asset? Once I realized that, it was like literally, I mean, I didn't have doubts before, don't get me wrong. Is my mouse not working? Hold on. There's my mouse, Bluetooth. Seems to work. But since I kind of 100% understand now. I mean, before I had that revelation, I realized, okay, we want to get rid of Nostros and stuff. But there were still some open questions, like why would the exchange of CBDCs also require something neutral? Because Kenya doesn't want to hold the CBDC from Nigeria. They want to hold something neutral, because the next time Kenya buys something, they might not buy from Nigeria, they might buy from Egypt or Cameroon or whatever, and then they need something neutral. Nazario Parisi, you're referring to that fact that some guy asked David about this other tool which would be ready in 2021, and David responded, that'll be too late for their plans with XRP. Is that what you're referring to? Exactly, Nazario, I remember that. Well, let me repeat that for those who followed Nazario Parisi. There was a guy And I think I told it already in another live stream, tweeting to David Schwartz that he has a friend which is building something similar as X-Current. It'll be ready by 2021, and that he would like to bring that guy to Ripple so that they might find some connection points where they could connect their tools. And he said the tool wouldn't be ready before 2021, and the answer from David was, well, I'm sorry, that's too late for our plans with XRP. And now I hear my wife making a coffee. How long are we live? 46 minutes. No, a few questions today. Are you all good? I thought that would be like the freaking motivational live stream. Today is Saturday evening. And it's kind of, or are you all sleeping? What's up with you? I mean, I don't complain. I think it's actually a good sign that it's so nicely flowing and no. And actually, I told you that in the recent live stream. I think since we're in the 30 cents area, the stress level I sense from you guys is dropping drastically. No, he wasn't that well. MJJL. Unfortunately, that was. I really would have taken him to the side and asked some questions. We were told he's busy. Vielen Dank, mein Schatz. Hi, amor. Schöne Haare. Yura Pilpuk, forget about all those questions regarding manipulating price by dumping or whatever. Forget about. I'm sorry, it's really stupid. Let me find that tweet from mine. Really, it's really one of my best tweets I made. It's a tweet with about a 2-minute excerpt from the interview a guy at Swell did. Here is the link. I found it. Hold on. And now I need to find my chat window, which is here. So, who asked that question? Yura Pilipuk. If you search, if you go to the Ripple page on YouTube, you'll find the full video about that. It was the kind of like the most important session as well from that link I just sent. But the 2 minutes excerpt explains exactly why it's totally irrelevant how far. I mean, as long as the price is high enough for banks to do their high value transactions. If it drops $50 or no, once we're at $500, that's not really much a problem anymore. For X or P to work, the value, the price needs to be stable only a few seconds or a minute or so. It's literally unimportant. Tony Sambucci, I get always questions about other projects. Not one project is threatening XRP. What coffee I'm drinking? Nespresso, but don't ask me. We have 4. I think Ristretto, Darkan, Arpeggio, and another one. The other one I don't remember, and I don't know what this one is. Maybe Darkan. Ja, tut mir leid, Jan. Das kommt. Well, George, I think Shane retired for reason. I guess he said too much. I mean, yeah. I think I follow the guy, Gregory Manarino. Let me check on Twitter, but I think I do. No, I don't. But I see his tweets for some reason every once in a while. Let me follow him. Fly, ich kann nicht sagen, wann und wie hoch. Ich glaube einfach, dass es nicht mehr sehr lang. Ich kann mir nicht vorstellen, dass wir noch ein Jahr warten für hohe dreistellige bis vielleicht wirklich vierstellige Zahlen. Lakeside Crypto, well, basically the problem with the IOUs on the way how they're handled today is that it's literally impossible to prove that there is. You really have to trust the guy issuing BTCs on XRPL. But there is no, and that's the reason with Libra why Libra couldn't be kind of like approved. Every backed or packed thing, you need to make sure, you need to prove that you have the collateral. And literally the only solution to that problem I heard so far is the proposed stablecoin functionality from David Schwartz. And everything else is, I mean, they can create some contracts and kind of proof, but anyone could run with the BTC behind it. And that's why I don't think that will ever happen Lakeside. Well, MJJL, indeed, I had some DMs on Twitter with Shane Ellis. Unfortunately, I didn't make screenshots from it, and once he kind of deleted his Twitter account, I don't know what I made. Either those tweets were gone, or I deleted them by mistake. But I literally couldn't recover them. But yes, I talked to him, and I think he I mean, I was kind of the guy who promoted that theory. some have seen it on that video from Rob Art, I think it was, and I basically copied all the questions and answers in a PDF and then published it as the Shane Ellis theory. And I'm pretty sure he knew about that. George Shorchu, I don't think that it's related to Ripple IPO. I mean, it's kind of like the same thing. You could look at that from both sides, George Shorchu. Either Ripple stock will only have a high value once XRP has a high value. That could affect in the fact that if XRP is still low, that Ripple, the company, might want to issue more volume of their stock. Instead of 1 million Ripple stock, they might issue 100 million Ripple stock at, I don't know, $1 or so. However, if XRP was at $1,000, they might maybe just issue 1,000 Ripple stock at $1,000, or I literally have no clue how that works. But I think it will affect how the IPO will be done, like volume and price for the shares. That will definitely depend on the price of XRP. Of that I'm 100% sure. But that XRP has to rise to a certain level in order for Ripple to do the actual IPO. That I literally don't think so. Bye, Raf. I'm looking forward to your message. MJJ, well, I had no how do you say, I had no reasons to doubt his legitimacy. Absolutely not. I mean, he knew about multi-hop about 2 or 3 months before it was actually announced. So for sure, I don't know, I believe very strongly that Shane Ellis most likely knew Miguel Villas quite well from Ripple. The way he explained that whole thing, I mean, he was not a banker in payment. He was literally at the core of the XRP liquidity involvement. And of that I'm 100% sure. And no, I didn't get any proof, because I knew already once I got in contact with him that guy knows more, definitely knows more. So guys, last question and then we will close for today. Thank you in the meantime for your attendance, for your perseverance, for your trust, for your interesting questions you have. I'm sorry I couldn't show my wife today. Some found it quite lovely seeing her quickly on my last German live stream at the very first moment of the video. She kind of entered the room like just 2 seconds after I clicked the go live button. And yeah, don't be stressed. As Raf usually says, breathe. It's really, there is no doubt that it will be F for all of us. Financial freedom forever. So let me check if there is a last question. No last question. In that respect, I wish you guys a nice weekend. Enjoy your family. Bye. Talk to you next week.